Hello and welcome back to Admin of Code 2023 Enclosure. This is day 9 and as you can see I'm a little bit behind. That's because I had a visitor over the weekend and sometimes people are more important than programming, believe it or not. So I'm gonna try catch up as fast as possible or as quickly as possible. So let's hop right into day 9. Mirage Maintenance. You ride the camera through the sandstorm and stop where the ghost's maps told you to stop. The sandstorm subsequently subsides. Wow, subsequently subsides. Someone had fun writing that. Somehow seeing you standing at an oasis. The camel goes to get some water and you stretch your neck. As you look up, you discover what must be yet another giant floating island. This one made of metal. That must be where the parts to fix the sand machines come from. There's even a hang glider partially buried in the sand here. Once the sun rises and heats up the sand, you might be able to use the glider and the hot air to get all the way up to the metal island. While you wait for the sun to rise, you admire the oasis hidden here in the middle of Desert Island. It must have a delicate ecosystem. You might as well take some ecological readings while you wait. Maybe you can report any environmental instabilities you find to someone so the oasis can be around for the next sandstorm-worn traveler. You pull out your handy oasis and sand instability sensor and analyze your surroundings. Where did that come from? The oasis produces a report of many values and how they are changing over time. Your puzzle input. Each line in the report contains the history of a single value. For example, 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 1, 3, 6, 10, 15, 21, 10, 13, 16, 21, 30, 45. To best protect the oasis, your environmental report should include a prediction of the next value in each history. To do this, start by making a new sequence from the difference at each step of your history. If that sequence is not all zeros, repeat this process using the sequence you just generated as the input sequence. They have already lost me, I have no clue what's going on. Once all of the values in your latest sequence are zeros, you can extrapolate what the next value of the original history should be. No clue. In the above dataset, the first history is 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Because the values increase by 3 each step. The first sequence of differences that you generate will be 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Note that this sequence has one fewer values than the input sequence because each step considers 2 numbers from the input since the values aren't all 0. Repeat this process. These values differ by 0 at each step, so the next what? The values differ by 0 oh. Okay. To extrapolate, start by adding a new 0 to the end of your list of zeros because the zeros represent differences between the two values above them. This also means there is now a placeholder in every sequence above it. You can then start filling in placeholders from the bottom up. A needs to be the result of increasing 3 by 0. This means A must be 3. Finally, you can fill in B, which needs to be the result of increasing 15, the value to its left by 3, the value below it, or 18. So the next value of the first history is 18. Finding all 0 differences for the second history requires an additional sequence. 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. So my guess is this is now 1, then 7, then 28. Its next values can be found the same way. If you find the next value for each history in this example and add them together, you get 114. Analyze your ACEs report and extrapolate the next value for each history. What is the sum of these extrapolated values? Okay. Yeah, sure. Oh, I'm gonna prep day 9 quickly. Okay, so we have a working test. Okay. So we have to sum them up for each of them, so we can definitely write a function for one. What was it for this one? For this one was like 28 or something, right? 28, 15, 21, 28. Do we have the wrong input? Am I losing my... Oh, 18 for the first one, sorry. Yeah, that makes more sense. 18. 18 for first example input history. So if we do just this one, that should be 18. So I'm thinking something along the lines of def n predict history. So first we're going to split it into a sequence. So RE sequence over history. So, and then we do a map parse long. Mm, 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Okay, cool. And I feel like what we want is I would like the... Is it reductions that I'm thinking of? 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. No, it keeps... I basically always want this with this with... can't I do a partition to one step over this? And then map AB minus BA. Ha! Okay. And then do that again until it's 0. And we always need to we need to repeat this. So is reduce still the right thing to do? I basically need to repeat this process, right, until all of them are zeros. What is a quick, nice and easy way of doing that? What did they call them again? I don't know if they had like a name. Steps. Sequence of differences. Sequence of differences. Sequence of differences is empty. And my current sequence is, well, we start off with I don't know what to name this. I don't know what to name this. Foo. So, oops. Horrible, ugly. I hate it. If every 0 sequence of differences then return conj sequences of differences, sequence of differences. Otherwise, recur conj sequences of differences, sequence of difference, and the current sequence of differences. Current sequence. So is this okay? Okay, yeah. That is doable. Oh. Knowledge. Three, okay. If I just add the current history in here, is that gonna give me 18 immediately? It does. So if I do apply plus map predict history over string / split lines histories, then that works. Alright, I'm quickly gonna copy the input. Let's see. Source day 9. Okay, X is null, null pointer exception line 19. Okay, so we're getting a null pointer exception. I'm wondering if it has to do with, I think I saw the negative numbers in the sequence, so minus 1, 2, 3. So if we do that gives 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that wouldn't work, so we need to say maybe a minus. So like this. Okay. Okay. Should we try that again? Alrighty, we got a number. Yes, amazing. Got part 1. How horrible is part 2 gonna be? Let's have a quick look. Of course, it would be nice to have even more history, including in your report. Surely it's safe to just extrapolate backwards as well, right? For each history, repeat the process of finding differences until the sequence is entirely null. Then, rather than adding a 0 to the end and filling in the next values of each previous sequence, you should instead add a 0 to the beginning of a sequence of zeros, then fill in a new first value for each previous sequence. In particular, here's what the third example looks like when extrapolating back in time. 2 minus 2. Yeah, okay. Adding the new values in the left side of it from the bottom to values in your left most history of 5. Doing this for the remaining examples of previous, analyzing what is the sum of these extrapolated values. Okay. isn't that exactly the same? But we sum by first. I mean, maybe not. Maybe I'm getting it wrong, but no. Okay, I'm getting something wrong. So it should be for the first hit, adding all three new values together produces 2. Wait, hold on. Okay, so this should be 5. Part 2. Oops. So let's put this back and make it work, and then part 2 test. So part 2 test for all of them it should be 2. What does it give me? $22, okay. So let's try for a single one. Did you say 2 or -2 for the first one? 5. 5 for this one. Here. And it's not. What is it? 15, okay. So I kind of want to see what this looks like here. Oh, I also didn't change it yet, did I? So... 5, 10. So 10, 13, 16, 21, 3, 3, 5, 9, 15, 0, 2, 4, 6, 2, 2, 2, 2, 0, 0, 0. Oh, I printed it twice. That's of course just this one. Okay, so this is fine. And then we start by 1, so we add 2. Print line sum first sort. 10. Oh, I don't want the sum of these, right? I just want the last one. So No, it's war 0, 2. Why did that say 2 again? Shouldn't it be -2? Oh no, sorry, I'm gonna have to grab some coffee. Alright, I messed up, forgot to press record again, but the problem was quite simple. Basically, I just had a plus here and had them the wrong way around, so that way around it works. And I already submitted my answer and it was fine. So the only thing I really just don't know is what to call this. What is it really? Is it build sequences? Maybe. Build sequences, reverse them, reduce them. Yeah, I think that's fine. Alright, that's it from day 9. I hope to see you at day 10. Thank you very much.